And then it hit me. I am trying to prove God exists in my heart like a scientist would. But we have two kingdoms that are battling against each other. We have the kingdom of God and we have the kingdom of this world. And they have two different laws. And so I said to myself, Lord, if I can just get a taste of the supernatural, if I can see and know that you do sit on your throne in a supernatural manifestation, that would settle this for me. That would settle this unbelief. And so I remember I was watching a presentation. My pastor was talking about his trips to Ecuador. His history would be to go down to Ecuador and visit with this tribe called the Sachelas. And there was this tribal leader. His English name was Henry. And he gave this account when Henry was in that stage of trying to understand if this was the direction he was going to go towards Jesus. He actually had a one-on-one visitation with Jesus. I remember our pastor giving the story that this man, Henry, saw Jesus, and Jesus stood before him and basically gave him two paths to take. It was like a river, if I remember. There was a river that went two different directions, and he could go either to the left or to the right, but one was truth. When I found out there was a man that actually had a one-on-one encounter with Jesus, I had to meet him. That would hopefully meet me in my need of unbelief. So of course, quickly, that was my motive actually for going on this trip. I know it was for bringing the gospel to these people, but my motive for going on this trip was to meet this man, Henry, and have a one-on-one conversation, and I wanted to hear it from his mouth. So I booked a flight with everyone else to go on the next trip to Ecuador and went into the jungles and lived in a hut for a week or two. I think I just went down for a week. The whole team was there for 2 weeks. But my goal was to meet this tribal leader named Henry and have a one-on-one conversation with him. And that didn't happen. I got to meet him. I got to shake his hand. I got to be in his presence, but there was a massive language barrier and never really got to sit down and have that time with him. But I was kind of starstruck because I finally saw the man. He was a little guy, but I saw the man that had that one-on-one encounter with Jesus. And there was just no way that I could bottle him up and take him with me back to America. So I continued in that battle, but I realized at that time that this battle needed to be fought differently. It needed to be fought in the way that Jesus dealt a blow to unbelief.